I suddenly realized the waves had turned my wife into a mermaid. When my wife angrily returned to the shore, she grabbed the mermaid's tail and threw her back into the sea. Soon she was eaten by a shark as Shrek to save on electricity bills. We caught many little fairies every day to use as atmosphere lights. Then we took a stinky mud bath together. At that moment, I couldn't help but fart. The princess not only didn't mind, but even learned from me and farted too. The poor little fairies beside us were knocked out by the smell even through the bottles. Not long after, our peaceful life was suddenly broken. The king, my wife's father, sent an envoy. He wanted to meet the son-in-law he had never seen. The princess was very happy when she heard this, so she said goodbye to her friends here and sat with me in the onion carriage to start the journey. When we arrived, the cheers of the crowd all turned into gasps of shock. The king and queen were also stunned.
Good! Now here's our chance. Let's go back inside and pretend we're not home.
Harold, we have to be...
The king never expected that after not seeing his daughter for a year, she would actually look like Shrek. Seeing his daughter bring me back, they were both very disappointed, and I was also a little embarrassed.
It's easy to see where Fiona gets her good looks from.
At dinner, I realized I didn't know how to use a knife and fork, so I had to eat with my hands. The king was furious seeing me so crude, but I choked from excitement, almost spitting a spoon onto the king's face. Then, for the sake of a roasted piglet, I didn't yield to the king. Soon, we were fighting 300 rounds at the dinner table. Because of cultural differences, I wanted to return to my own land, but the princess wanted to stay in the castle. We argued. Then a fairy floated into the princess's room. She claimed to be the fairy godmother and gave the princess a beauty card, telling her she could transform herself. Not only that, she could gain endless wealth and everything she desired on the condition that the princess was willing to leave me. But faced with so much temptation, the princess still chose to refuse. I was very moved by this. Meanwhile, the king and queen were also quarreling. The king really didn't want his son-in-law to be green and ugly. At this time, the fairy godmother appeared again and took the king away. It turned out the godmother planned to let her son, Prince Charming, marry the princess. Last time the king had sent his daughter to the dragon's lair, it was meant for Prince Charming to rescue her, but I saved her first. By the time Prince Charming arrived, only the big bad wolf was left. The godmother said that this time, no matter the cost, her son must marry the princess.